management.
The owner has personal interest in the business.
Now
That's a nice one.
Yes, now, if you've got a vested interest in that business, then what happens? If you have a vested interest in that business, is that a failure factor or is it a success factor?
Okay, coming through success.
Is it coming through?
Yes, it's coming through success. Desmond says success. Inka Yeng, Kan Yeng High School also says success. I think if you have a personal interest in the business, it's definitely a success factor because you are going to ensure that your ducks are all in a row.
Yes. Did I say that?
Yep, they said that.
Wow.
Success. Lovely. I love this. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next piece point. Are we moving over?
Yep, it's capital, the next one.
The capital is only contributed by the owner. The capital is only contributed by the owner. Success or failure?
Okay, let's take the next one also.
Limited capital available.
I think those two are very linked, eh?
They are linked, yeah. Limited capital available restricts the growth of the business and the number of skilled employees that can be hired.
I think this is
That's
right.
a nice clear-cut one, eh?
Yeah, but if
Second one clears it out.
you look at all three,
Limited capital restricts how successful a business can be.
there can only be
Let's
one answer.
Failure, says
Yes,
Bishop.
that's correct.
Failure.
Was that Bishop?
That's Bishop.
I wonder, is Bishop a school or what? Or is it a learner?
Triple F,
Yeah,
says
triple F.
Wing.
Okay, this for us, the answers are coming in fast and furious.
And
We
there's
can't keep up.
Raymond.
But we would just like to acknowledge Zinzi and a friend Thabi and also Babawa also tuned in, and then Natalie, we acknowledged her earlier. Righto, I think that's quite exciting. And I like the way the learners reason to get to the answers, eh?
And you need critical thinking in the subject.
Absolutely.
You need critical thinking. And you must be able to apply and make amends to facts and change it so that it can suit whatever you are writing down
Absolutely.
in the exam.
I can't agree more. For us, let's look at division of profits.
The profits all goes to the owner.
Aha.
Is that a success or is that a failure?
Mm-hmm.
This motivates the owner to work hard and make sure the business is efficient. Is that success or is that a failure?
Don't ask me. I've never been an owner of a sole
So we're
trader.
waiting, so we have a 2-in-1, right? And then the owner can decide to reinvest the profits in the business. Is that a success or is that a failure? If he can decide to reinvest the money. These factors could lead to the success of a business. Which of those factors could lead to a success of the business? All of them? One of them? Two of them?
Oh, I see the phone buzzing. For a second, I thought
They're
it was my
buzzing.
own cell phone going off. The phone is buzzing here. All right.
Woo! Success, and more success.
Yes, I just got the answer now from Babalwa. The previous one, failure. Well done, Babalwa.
From Azariel, Senior Secondary School. Success. That's what we want for you. Success.
I see Matthew Goniwe is also tuned in, and we say welcome to them. And then, they're from Masikanisa. They say all success. Well done. That was brilliant. Okay, so that was a sole trader, and generally we can identify with sole traders. So I think that would be one of the easier ones.
Sole traders.
The sole traders. But if we go to, for example, a partnership, I think now it's not so easy anymore.
Partners can be added to increase the capacity of a partnership.
Okay, let me give you a clue there. It's 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's the only clue I can give you.
Then?
That's the only clue I can give you. 50-50.
Okay, here we have a number of answers.
Are the answers coming through? For us, there are so many learners tuned in.
Success, failure, success,
Success is the first one,
success, and then failure.
and failure. Who's that one?
Oh, there's so many of them.
Now, the first answer, I think we must bless that person with a set of these core notes. Do they have a...
We have Inka Kanying.
yes?
Ika Kanying.
And they gave you the correct answer.
They gave the correct one. There was another one they gave the correct one. Here we go. This is it. Inka Ying.
Inka Ing. Okay,
Inka
great
Ing.
stuff. The learner from Inka Ing or the educator from Inka Ing, please send me an email and I'll send you a copy of the core notes of all the 4 main topics. And certainly you can issue it, distribute it, copy it for your learners, and they will surely benefit from that. Right, so partnerships in terms of taxation, which one of those refers to failures and which one refers to success factors?
Should we go through the first one?
Yeah, please just read through it.
Taxes and paperwork can be a burden for the partners. Keywords, huh?
And that's certainly not a smiley face, eh? That's not a smiley face.
The
The next-
business does not pay tax, but the partners do.
Aha.
Mm.
And,
If-
and the third one?
If SARS claim assets due to unpaid taxes, this could cause the business to fail.
Oh, no, that's just a giveaway.
That's a giveaway.
If we were playing soccer, then the score would have been 2-1.
Okay, yeah. I'm
That
getting some.
should be a clue for you. 2 for, I'm not sure whether it's for failures or whether successes are getting 2. But
Okay,
you work it out, please.
I have a response from Mavava at Kuseli. All of the above is failure.
All of the above. Taxes and paperwork can be a burden for partners. That is certainly a failure
It's
factor.
a failure. Let's see if anybody else
The
differs.
business does not pay tax, but the partners do. So for the business, that is not a failure factor, eh? That is a success factor. And then if SARS claim assets due to unpaid taxes, this could cause the business to fail. That is a failure factor. Okay, let's see if we can go to the next one. Management. Let's see quickly. In terms of a partnership, which of those represent failure and which of those represent a success factor? Partnership.
The partners have a personal interest in the business.
Now that should already
Personal
give you a
interest.
clue. I think, wasn't that something about the sole trader, also something like that, eh?
Personal interest.
Personal interest. So personal
So they have
interest,
that fact in common.
absolutely.
They may not have all the skills necessary to achieve maximum success. They may not have all the skills necessary. They're referring to the partners. They might not
Yeah.
have all the skills.
Yes.
If too many partners are involved in running the business, their disagreements could limit the success of the business.
Again, if it was a soccer match, the score would be 2-1.
2-1.
2-1. Which one will be 2 and which one will be 1?
I got success, failure, failure.
Yes. Okay, that one should be right, eh?
And then
So-
I have failure, failure, failure.
No, that one is not correct. But the first one, I'm interested in that first one. Who was the first one?
Let me see, what was that now? You know, it's hard going back. Once it buzzes and the next person, goes on, it's hard.
Okay, Balbawa said success, failure, failure. Balbawa, please indicate from which school are you? I would like to bless you personally with a set of these core notes. Send me an email and I will send you an electronic copy of these core notes. There's Monslo, also says success, failure, failure. So even the SMSs are coming through fast and furious, even faster than the WhatsApp messages.
Yes. There's some people that's trying to call as well. It's quite
Okay.
difficult to take the call.
Yes, it's quite difficult.
It's very difficult also to answer and to respond to
Yes.
everybody, you know.
Dennis, I think we can take all day going through this, eh?
Yes, yes.
And but it's important. What we will do is these notes are in the core notes. So educators, please make an effort to copy these notes, give it to the learners, and let them tell you which of the factors refers to failure factors and which one to success factors. Instead of just giving it to them, let them think about it. Farnas alluded earlier to the fact that it requires a lot of critical thinking.
Yes.
It requires prior knowledge. And I think it's an important way of making sure that your learners get to grips with the content.
And also the engagement. You know, there's been studies done, and it proves that when learners engage actively with it, with the topic, at least 50% of the lesson will be remembered. This is, you know, once they leave the classroom, 50% will be
Wow.
remembered.
Close cooperation, capacity. Now there we've only got one fact, very easy, failure or success. I wonder who can tell. Farnas, while we're waiting for them, there was one question here. Sasanda, thank you for this question. She asked, is it possible for partners to divide their profit equally, or do they divide it according to their contributions? Sasanda, yes, you answered your question in the second part of that question. They divide it in proportion to their capital contribution. So if you only contributed 10% of the capital, then you will only get 10% of the profits. However, if you've contributed 60%, then you will get 60% of the profits. Now remember, a partnership in terms of capital contribution, it doesn't always have to be money. They can also bring their skills. But what needs to happen is that skills they bring in needs to be quantified in terms of a interest of the capital. Hope that makes sense. So the answer is they don't divide it equally because all the partners don't make equal contributions. I think it would be unfair towards those who've invested R1 million and compared to somebody who only invested R1,000. And so that's why they don't. However, they then also share the losses in proportion to their capital contribution.
Mr. Momberg, we also have, this is the schools also trying to call us. Please, can we have the resources? We really need them. That's from Lukwing. Please, can we have the resources?
I think we'll give them
Electronic.
we'll give them an answer at the end of the session. We'll give you an answer. But I think it's important that we want to encourage learners to respond, and then we must reward them. I think that was one of the transactional leadership styles. Remember that one? Where you reward or you punish your workforce in terms of their performance. And so if you perform well, if you answer the questions, and even if the answer is not correct, the mere fact that you show interest tells me that you're really interested in your work, and certainly we'll make the core notes available to them. Why those notes are so important is that, you know, your textbooks, all the notes are, the different topics are scattered, and it's not in any chronological order. And so what we've done is we've taken all the core notes, all the topics, and put it under one main topic. So when you study business operations, you only study the human resource functions and the quality of performance. There's nothing else in this book. And this book, September month, is worth 125 marks.
That's amazing.
This book is also worth 125.
marks.
Put them together, 250 marks. 2 books. And so that's why it's so important for learners to get hold of these books. We don't sell these books. You get it mahala, free of charge. You must just study from it.